Anyways, next. One of the recurring good things that the forum does is that there is a dedicated anti-animal abuse task force on the forum. And in particular, there's like an ongoing feud behind these monkey hate guys who I really think are just because it's sort of like a sadistic hatred of something small and helpless. And I think that is like directly neurologically linked with like pedophilia. So they pay these Indian guys, when I say Indian, I mean Indonesian. They pay these Indonesian guys pennies to basically kill monkeys, torture monkeys. And one of the producers, this guy, was busted because Dr. Now, a foreign user, hunted him down, basically went down the list of animal rights groups in Indonesia and contacted all of them until two of them responded with interest to the information. And this resulted in his arrest. And there was a bit of a, let me make sure that there's nothing that shouldn't be on screen when I open these. You want to get Nikocatoed again. Yeah, this is it. Sorry, I'm letting it load real quick. All right, so you can see the press conference, and it's a small image, but you can see that there's like all sorts of different tools, like hammers and blunt instruments and cleavers and like skillets and all sorts of shit that they captured from this guy's house that were used in these videos. And they don't, obviously a country like Indonesia does not have strong animal protection rights laws. So incidentally, it turns out that he was doing these monkey hate videos for pay because he is a meth addict and he needed the money to afford methamphetamine. So when they raided his house over the monkey shit, it would have just been like a small misdemeanor and like a couple $100 in fees. But because he was also in possession of methamphetamine, which if you don't know, Asia Pacific hates drugs. The war on drugs in Asia Pacific is serious. Ask those two Australians that were smuggling, I think they were smuggling drugs to Indonesia, and then they got, or Singapore or something, and they got captured in the process, and the government hanged them. They hanged Australian nationals, and the Australian government had to bitch and whinge about it for months and months and months. Yeah, but that was a that was an international news, and the Australian government kept saying, "No, you can't hang our national. You have to send them home." And they, the Malaysians or whatever, were just like, "No, we're already measuring up the ropes. They're gonna die," and they died. They got executed within like a year of being convicted for smuggling. But yeah, the guy's facing like 6 years. And if you don't know, I wonder if I can show you this. I think someone posted pictures in the thread. If it's not on this page, I'll just skip ahead. But they were showing like what jails in Indonesia look like, and they are not good places. I don't know. I'll leave it up to your imagination if you want to like look into what the Indonesian incarceration system looks like, but it's not necessarily a pleasant place that I would wish on somebody. unless they're killing monkeys, of course, in which case they probably deserve it. In fact, one guy really freaked out and said like the Kiwi farms, he called the site like a white nationalist site because people were saying like, oh, the guy killing monkeys should be killed himself. And they said that was racism because we were like endorsing like animal welfare over the lives of poor innocent Indonesian men. Like surely the life of a monkey is worth less than the life of an Indonesian man. And everyone was like, no, actually, we don't believe that at all. So I just realized that the kick view count wasn't adding to the counter, so I fixed that. But yeah, so and then he freaked out about it in the thread, which was funny to me.